Staying on the subject of winners, and I know we've touched on it. Well, not touched on anything really, but we've mentioned her name, Charlie Hull. I tell you, the one clip I did see was when she got notified that she won, and she walked away saying she can pay off her mortgage now. I thought
I
that's
know.
absolutely brilliant.
I
Fair play
know.
to her. You know, she's some player, isn't she?
I
She's
know.
just like she's a beast. It's great.
I always think it's a little bit like a win's a win, right? You get the tournament, you get the trophy, you get your name on the board. But I always think it's a bit of a shame when you win it on the range. You know, you finish your round, you signed your card, you're not sure whether you're in a playoff and then you're hitting balls, you're trying to stay loose, then suddenly word comes that you've won it. And it's always a bit of a strange way. You know, you look at that compared to what AK did, holding a little putt with all the fans around. So it would have been nice to see her win it, you know, on the 18th green and holding a putt. But I mean, I'm sure she will not care about that. It's a big win for her.
Aren't you a little surprised though? And I always get a bit surprised about this at some tournaments. Obviously, some tournaments they don't have this problem and others do. But because that situation could occur at any event, right? Yep. Where you're going to win the tournament, but you're not actually holding the winning putt or what you perceive to be the winning putt at that time. So you've gone down to the range. You think there's a possibility of a playoff. So you're warming up or keeping warm, hitting some shots, working on a couple of bits, maybe doing the same thing down the putting green. But there's no TV there so that you can see what's happening on the golf course. Because I still think that if you're watching that play and you know, right, if this player misses the putt of one, you still experience a little bit of that euphoric winning feeling. Yeah, but if somebody comes up and tells you, you might not necessarily believe it straight away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a bit crazy that they don't do that.
Well, it happened on the PGA Tour. Also, Min Woo got in at 21 under, which is what Morikawa was at playing the last. Now, Morikawa went on to birdie it and win the tournament, but Min Woo actually went to the second tee with a little bucket of balls and just started fizzing irons off the second tee, which I'm sure the greenkeeper was loving.
Delighted with,
But then they kept cutting back to Min Woo, and at one point he turned around and he went, has anyone got a feed? You know, has anyone got the footage? Because he was wanting to watch kind of what was happening. And then as soon as Morikawa hit his putt, you know, from just off the fringe to within 2 feet, he kind of went, oh, that's it. And he started putting his clubs back away. But he was trying to watch the coverage because I agree, you know, you do want that moment of realizing you've won. But yeah, no, Charlie Hull, I mean, she had a good year last year. But that's a good start to the year, you know, to get a win in, you know, February, kicks your season off to a good start, big event in Saudi. So, you know, I'd love to see her get one of the big ones done this year with one of the big majors because she's been close.
She's been close, a few times now.
Yeah, she's got the game and, you know, clearly she's able to do it in the big events. So, but look, you know, obviously in the men's game you got 4 and the women's game you got 5 majors. So, you know, there's no guarantee that anyone's going to win majors. You've got to make sure that your game comes together for that week. You've got to make sure that no one else in that field has an absolute blinder. And, you know, it's not easy to win one of the big ones, is it?
Well, she's up to 5 in the world rankings now, so she's clearly going to be a favorite, one of the favorites in all the majors she competes in. Definitely this year, probably the next, but hopefully she can take this form into some big events and close it out. Because I think, you know, I know she's a bit of a unique personality, but I also think she's great for the game and particularly the ladies' game. So I really want to see her. I just want to see her win some majors. To be honest, let's get it done.
I think she's great for the game.